Here's another one right there. This right here is a SWAT team. Like if somebody got like a dangerous weapon made, like a, I don't know, like if they're asocial or antisocial, but then they have like a, like a 22 extremely thick cannon thing or something like that somewhere. Supposedly, according to my psychic, this is the problem inside the computers. People being jealous, people wanting to be this one. I mean, they both have their crown, I say, but he it's probably what I'm being. He's more like the pastor I walk around with. You get that long hair. The reason this one even exists, he's probably got empathies. Living like a crown stolen victim person. Busy. The pharmaceutical passer looked like this, more or less. He really did look like that. The pharmaceutical buster, he mostly looked like a me, but Asian, and apparently in a very very good shape. And name Suzuki, but Asian though. I mean that's kind of the Christian relationship with I guess the money chasing corporate, the parental frustrated parent servant child. You could call this Kate, Dolphin, Brandon, and their parent. With it being me, freak old for free G old. What you're not gonna miss is getting passed over by this. Do you see how that just looks like a baboon, but the stats? I mean, I guess that outlines the force of the flood. The British can't really do anything about it. But the good ones are really saying vegetarian, vegan freedom. When I was filled with the Holy Spirit, I was getting to where my feet were going to start breathing like a princess. I don't know how to achieve this. This does look like the sun policing, but somehow having during the flood rise, somehow the flood is his friend or something. Like the flood rising all the way up to there. Because the flood mostly an animal force. If people are eating meat in the surroundings and above, then such a one you would see one. If the flood was to if vegetarian vegan freedom did not win. So, but when you're filled with the Holy Spirit, the 2000 well, mine was the 2010 one. It filled in. I ended up getting it, and then this basically the effect of the placement with the Crown Thief Succubus, that she basically got my 2010 one. She also ended the fact that I could disconnect. She also ended that I would get an update. And using it to the world is not enough. This world is if I can't have this, then nobody will move. Sporadically activating. This right here is simply the letter D. A, B, C, D actions that bring joy and success at the same time. It's easy to be happy. 2010, one of those, and making serious changes to how these are going. And the key is to stop leaving me stuck like a bird pet and let me be on this side. As far as your interactions with me, not to covet, not to be making an image of me, observe the 10 Commandments and you shall be free. So we'll cover a lot of Jesus Christ, the pescatarian, in this, with the vegan part being right over neck, but going straight down to if well, yes, they get married nowadays or something, it's likely, but sin taking over as you go further down, having a kid maybe, etc. When I finish this, I'll put it on my pen up. And it'll be in the video. It's basically the same one, underworld near the sinners. Right, that goes there. God's response to education and history, respect, disappearing. Ano motto, pick up happy children, women. And it's hard to really choose which way it plays out, but when I finish, it'll probably stay the same for presentation. So I mean, this is normal for a while as you finish a lesson. I'm finishing high school. It's a wonderful thing that finishing high school is like a club. High school education, I guess, finishes you off there respecting that it's possible. But veganism, how there might really be something like this out there people actually communicate with. Without it ending up over here. Definitely the effect of angering and anger managing, anger playing, the succubus. There's a bunch of those. There's like as many of those as those kind of, but I only get like 3 or 4. And that's part of the way down, you know, when she rules you. She seems to, but doesn't really have the answer for your feet to get on that level. We'll go off of how Trump out of prison looked like. He had the eyes thereof. Most powerful. I mean, no matter what you do, you connect these two, corporate officer. The reason they have nothing except the specific, no matter what means they use, is that they constantly use this as a tool. Meat eating floody is a sinner for being a fludder. And when around you like this makes you chuckle, it's actually his discipline with being left with food and boredom that makes you chuckle. Before you mess around getting injured like me, it's not worth much at all. That pizza with pepperoni oil only going up for this to stay human, to be cared about, doesn't meddle with, but has to get away from being part of that. If you get married with meat in you, you're automatically a pervert. You cannot win against an ever-present force. It's an Xbox Series X. The perverts think that they're going to sneak around for absolute power, putting this on our planet with the resources of the planet, time and heat of the planet. Long as the nuts on Save the Music left me with only brands that leave me stuck with the witch playing with my ears. Being injured makes you many friends, but I think it's shiny to say that during this time, this would have been very valuable. along with this.